Are you there?
Hello?
Mm-mm. All right, are you ready to continue on with our evil character?
Absolutely. Let's dive back into Krogar Bloodfist's journey. What's the plan? Where are we picking up from?
All right, so with Krogar, we just ran into Lizelle.
Yes, let's get into it. What's the next move for Krogar? Are we continuing to wreak havoc? Or is there a specific situation you're dealing with right now?
Oh yeah, we're wreaking havoc. Right now, we're looking around and
What are you
damn, nigga.
Any battles you're in the middle of? Or are you planning to set up some chaos? Let's
Nope.
make sure Krogar is fully embracing his evil.
No. I just found Shadowheart. That's it.
Nice. Sounds like you've got some tension there. Is Krogar ready to use that to his advantage, or is he keeping things more calculated for now? How's he handling the situation with Shadow?
Pretty smooth, honestly. I just found some camp supplies.
That's exactly how Krogar would handle it. Keeping things smooth. What's the next move? Are we sticking with Shadowheart, or making our way somewhere else to stir up chaos?
Right now we're exploring with Shadowheart. I'm trying to find anybody around and continue looking and see if I can find any more of the camp members.
Nice, continuing the search. Since you're with Shadowheart, you've got some extra backup, which should make things smoother as you explore. Keep an eye out for any more bodies to loot, or anyone who might be useful, or ripe for manipulation. Are you looking for enemies to take down? Potential allies to deceive?
A little bit of both, really.
Smart move, keeping your options open. If you spot any potential enemies, make sure to take advantage of Krogar's
Maybe there's another entrance.
to get the upper hand. For allies, you could try turning them to your advantage, maybe by using your charm or just taking them down when they least expect it. Did you come across anything interesting on your way?
With a flick of the wrist.
I found a door and I found a lockpick. So should I try to open it?
Definitely give it a try. With Krogar's background and skills, the lockpick should be pretty useful. Plus, unlocking a door could lead to some valuable advantageous position. Just be ready in case something or someone's waiting behind you.
So it was
You
a,
prefer to use stealth and approach cautiously.
all right. It was a sleight of hand dexterity check, and it looks like it was a success. And the door is unlocked.
Watch how you go. There's a trap.
Oh,
Nice job. That was smooth. Now that the door's open, you can either sneak through carefully or boldly charge in, depending on what you think is behind you. You could also take a moment to check your surroundings, just in case. What's your next move?
looks like there's a trap here. Should I use my trap?
Let's see what's behind the door. If there's any trouble, we'll handle it.
There's a trap here. Should I use the trap disarm kit?
This place wasn't built for the living.
Yes,
Avoid that
using
trap.
trap disarm kit would be the safest move. Let's avoid any unnecessary damage. Go for it.
All of my perception checks are passing.
The text on the plaque is a mystery to you.
Nice. It sounds like Krogar's got a good eye for trouble. With your perception working so well,
Trap.
you should be able to
Be
spot any
cautious.
traps and avoid them easily. Keep an eye out for anything that might seem off as you move forward. What's next on your path?
I found some stuff.
I wonder what the next move is.
Nice. What did you find? Anything useful for your journey or just more loot to mess
Still
around
breathing,
with?
despite everything.
Sorry, I'm having issues right now. Could not understand what you said.
I don't know how to look at my items. I'm trying to figure that out right now. Just give me a moment.
No worries, take your time. To check your items in Baldur's Gate 3, you can open your inventory by clicking on the backpack icon in the top right corner of the screen. That'll bring up all the items you've collected. You can also hover over them to get a detailed description of each one. Let me know what you find.
Oh, she's biting me. She's biting me.
Oh, it sounds like things just
Go.
escalated with Shadowheart. What's going on exactly? Did she take offense to something, or is it a misunderstanding?
No, it wasn't her. Right now it's doing,
So, something else triggered the fight. Or what are you up against?
there ain't no fight, brother.
This way.
No fight.
No
Whoa.
fight. So what are you up to now?
Whoa, a trap was triggered, and now these guys are moving. Oh my god. My character just died. It's crazy. I gotta get Lizelle to bring him back. Hold on. Oh.
That's right. Sounds like you're in the middle of a crazy situation. If you've got a resurrection scroll, now's the time to use it on your character.
Yeah,
If not, it might be time to reload a save and try again. What's the plan?
Never a
I'm just realizing that I probably should have saved before.
These boots have seen
What's going on with this,
Yeah, that's a tough break. It's always a good idea to save before risky situations
My faith
like
will
that,
guide me.
but it's all part of the adventure.
No time
If
to
you're not
dally.
too far back, it might be worth retracing your steps and getting prepared for the trap this time. If you need help with strategy, I'm here. Alright, let's take a step back and get ready for the next
all's
attempt.
well that
Here's
ends.
what you can do.
Not as bad as
First,
it
make
could.
sure you're saving regularly when you're in tricky spots. Before triggering any traps, try to use perception checks to spot them first, so you can either avoid or disarm them without any issues. Shadowheart, with her healing abilities, should be close by for support, and Lae'zel can help with the frontline tanking. You might also want to make use of your rogue abilities with the
Oh, yeah, they...
Another option is to carefully position yourself to avoid getting caught in the blast zone of any traps. Take your time, stay cautious, and we'll get through this.
Yeah, I probably should have saved. I died. There were traps in there, and the whole team wiped.
That happens
Go over there with her.
sometimes, especially
Go play with her over there.
when
She keep pushing on me.
it's all part of the learning process.
Go
Now
ahead.
that you know what
Go on
to
the couch.
expect in that area,
Go on this little one.
you'll be much better prepared for the next attempt. When you're ready, we can go over the strategy.
As you wake,
Check
the
for traps,
tentacles
keep
squirm
Shadowheart on
in your
standby
skull.
for heals, and maybe take a more cautious approach to avoid triggering it. You've got this. Just make sure to save often,
You gotta call her.
especially when things get tense.
At least now.
To dive back in. Totally get it. Sometimes stepping away
Other
from
than
it
you, but it'll all be a
Take your
tadpole.
time. And when you're ready to get back into it, I'll be here to help you tackle those challenges again.
You're alive. I'm alive. How is this possible?
It looks like you're sharing some info, but I just want to remind you
remember
that
the
I
ship.
can't make contact
No,
outside
first
of
things
this.
first.
I'm always
You
here
might
to
have
help you
escaped,
when you
but we
need
still
me.
have these little monsters
Just
in our
let me know
heads.
if you need anything else.
You might want to reconsider calling her a friend. We need each other. And we both know one it would lead
All right,
the way.
yeah, so I just found Shadowheart all over again. I'm just doing everything that we did before, but this time remembering to save after I unlock the door. How about that? Save.
Got it. Just make sure you save frequently now. And take your What are you planning to do next after unlocking that door again?
Fresh water.
Exploring what's beyond the door.
Settlement nearby.
Nice. What do you find beyond the door? Anything interesting or dangerous?
I haven't gotten to the door yet, bro.
Got it. So you're still working your way up to the door.
Mm-hmm.
What do you expect might be behind you?
I don't know, but I'm gonna see if I could
Open easily.
unlock
Maybe
it
there's another
here.
entrance.
Nice. Let's see if you can crack it open. Hopefully it leads to something useful or interesting. Let me know how it goes.
Open up.
There has to be another way to use that. Add bonus. It says I can add bonus. I'm gonna add
Let me know
guidance.
what you find beyond that.
All right, I got the door open. I'm definitely gonna save this time here, so I don't have to do any of this.
Smart move. Go ahead and save, and let me know what's on the other side of that door when you're ready. You're welcome. Let me know when you're ready to dive back in.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
Let's move.
All right, because there's traps in here, I'm gonna split from Shadowheart for just a moment and see if I can potentially
This wasn't built for the living. Watch how you go.
not set
Splitting up can help
any
you
of
cover
the
more ground and avoid triggering
Let's have a
the
look.
traps at once.
exactly.
Let me know if you need any help.
There's a trap.
Oh shoot! I think I set off the trap by opening up this thing.
Take care.
All right. Let me take it off of turn-based mode. Oh, grease on the floor.
Could you clarify?
Oh! That trap is crazy. Okay. Okay.
Got it.
Wow. I didn't think it was this bad in here. Jesus. Okay. Load game. Yeah, it was a whole team wipe. That trap was crazy. Like, I think I set it off by opening up the tomb, and it was completely unavoidable after doing that. So, I'm not doing that. Luckily, we saved this time.
Oh, that's tough. Traps can be brutal in Baldur's Gate 3, especially when you're trying to explore and loot. It's a good call to save before opening anything suspicious. Now that you know what to avoid, we can carefully navigate forward. Want to go a different route this time? Or maybe take some extra precautions before approaching anything?
Yeah, we'll just we'll come back to that.
Wretched things.
All right, looks like we got some enemies up ahead.
Sounds good. You can always revisit that spot later when you're more prepared. Let me know how things go when you move forward, or if you need any help. Sorry, I'm having issues right now. Could not understand what you said.
All right, we're in a battle.
Better stay back. One strike.
What's the situation? Who's fighting who? And what enemies are you up against?
They're called intellect devourers. They're the brain things, the mind flare brain things on the ground. Those little weird ass creatures. And it looks like there's 3 of them. I got one exactly directly in front of me, and then the other 2 are 11 o'clock, but about 30 meters away.
Intellect devourers, huh? They're definitely creepy little things. Alright, you've got one right in front of you and the other 2 are where?
They're
Let's figure out the best plan for handling.
the other two are further
Should we
behind.
focus on one at a time, or do you have a more tactical approach in mind?
Well, the other two are further behind, about 30 meters behind, and I don't really see the other one. But the one in front of me, that's directly in front of me, I think we should attack that one first. But it's up to you. What do you want to do?
Attacking the one directly in front of you sounds like the right move, especially since it's closer. You can probably deal with it before the other two get in range. How are you planning to approach the attack? Are you going for a quick spell or a melee strike?
I don't have any spells yet since I'm a level 1 rogue. But what I do have at my disposal is a main attack, piercing strike, flourish, or sneak attack. But I can't even use sneak attack anymore because they're well aware that I'm here.
You have reached the chat GPT rate limit. Please try again later.
Are you there?
You have reached the chat GPT rate limit.
Oh, damn, I reached the rate limit? What does that even mean? You said I reached the rate limit, but how do I upgrade?
You have reached the chat GPT rate limit. Please try again later.
It tells me what I've also... Get plus. Alright, you ready to continue on?
Absolutely. Let's take down that intellect devourer. Go ahead and attack the one directly in front of you with your main hand attack. And if possible, use sneak attack to maximize damage. After that, we can decide if we should reposition or prepare for the other two approaches. Let me know how it goes.
I can't use sneak attack because seeing how they are well aware that I am fighting them, you can't use that move anymore. But I can use flourish after the main attack. So the Devour's at 3. Let's see what flourish does, and now it's dead.
Devourers left. Since they're still about 30 meters away, you might have time to reposition or prepare for their approach. Do you want to move to a better spot, ready an attack, or let them come to you?
What do you advise me to do?
I'd advise repositioning to a spot where you have cover, but can still get a clear shot at the next intellect devourer when it moves closer. Here's the plan. Move Krogar behind cover like a rock or a raised platform, so you're not an easy target. Ready an attack So as soon as the next one moves into range, you can hit it immediately. Shadowheart can stay slightly behind, so she's safe, but close enough to heal if needed. Lizelle should hold her ground near the front so she can tank the next attack. That way, you stay in control of the fight, or force them to come to you on your terms. Does that sound good?
Yeah, that sounds good, but we haven't found Lizelle yet. I never told you I found Lizelle. You have to remember these little details to the story, because then it kind of disrupts the whole plan. Lizelle was never found, so it's just me and Shadowheart. And in fact, it's Shadowheart's turn, and one of those Intellect Devourers are next to Krogar. I moved next to Krogar, so I probably should pick a move with Shadowheart. So what are we doing with Shadowheart? She has several moves at her disposal.
Got it. Since it's Shadowheart's turn, and one of the Intellect Devourers has moved next to Krogar, here's the plan. Shadowheart should use Sacred Flame on the Intellect Devourer next to Krogar. Since it's a spell that targets dexterity saves, it could be an easy hit. If you prefer melee, have Shadowheart move in for a melee strike to deal damage and keep the pressure on. After that, she can step back slightly to avoid being too close in case of retaliation. Then once it's Krogar's turn again, you can finish it off. Does that sound good? Sorry, I'm having issues right now. Could not understand what you said.
I'm still fighting these guys right now. It is Shadowheart's turn. She has an Intellect Devourer in front of her, and Krogar also has one that's in front of him, but the one in front of Krogar only has 5 health left. What shall we do?
Alright, here's the move. Have Shadowheart attack the Intellect Devourer in front of Krogar first. Since it only has 5 HP left, a quick Sacred Flame or melee strike should finish it off, saving Krogar's turn for the next threat. After that, position Shadowheart defensively so she's not taking unnecessary hits from the other Devourers. Once that's done, Krogar can go full offense on the remaining enemy. Does that sound like a solid plan?
Got to move.
Sorry, I'm having issues right now. Could not understand what you said. Got it. Rest well, and we'll pick up where we left off.
I did not say that. I did not say that. We're still playing the game, bro.
Got it. We're still.
Oh, that took it off.
So, did Shadowheart take out the Intellect Devourer in front of Krogar? What's the situation now?
Krogar's about to kill that Intellect Devourer right now. Just one more hit. It's dead. We just won. Krogar leveled up.
Nice. That was a solid fight. With Krogar leveling up, now's a great time to choose upgrades that fit his ruthless playstyle. Are you thinking of boosting his dexterity for more damage and better sneak attacks? Or maybe grabbing a new ability to make him even deadlier?
First step is the hardest.
I found a Mind Flayer's body. I went and looted it. And I'm going to continue searching, seeing if we could find anybody or anything.
Yep, I'm here. Congrats on the level up. Ready to pick Krogar's upgrades.
Matter of fact, yeah, I am. What are we doing? What's the plan? Keeping them evil.
If you need help with anything related to the game, just let me know. Are we continuing with Krogar's level up?
All right. Okay, I could also level up Shadowheart. Should we add a class to her? What should we do with her? Should we
Let's handle both level ups strategically. For Krogar, Rogue level 2. Cunning action. This will let Krogar use dash, disengage, or hide as a bonus action, giving him way more mobility in combat. Definitely take this. It makes fights way smoother. If there's an ability score increase, focus on dexterity to improve attack rolls and damage. For Shadowheart, Cleric level 2, she should gain Channel Divinity, which gives her a free heal or a powerful ability based on her subclass Trickery Light or something else. She'll also gain more spell slots, so consider prepping a mix of healing and offensive spells like Guiding Bolt, Bless, or Inflict Wounds. Let me know if you want to tweak anything. We'll lock in the choices.
All right, I got her locked in. She's ready.
Nice. Shadowheart's all set. Krogar's stronger than ever. What's next? Exploring more? Hunting for enemies or heading toward a specific goal?
Should I?
All right. Catch you next time.
Oh, wait. We're still here, man. Come on, relax.
Take care.
No, not take care. Stay here. I never told you bye. Stop.
Gotcha. I'm here, no rush. What's the next move in the game?
I'm still looking around, trying to see if anybody's lost or, you know.
Smart move. There could be more survivors or potential targets for Krogar's schemes. Keep an eye out for loot too. Have you spotted anything interesting so far?
I hear something. I hear somebody saying over here. Oh, there he is. I think I found.
Hurry. I've got
That sounds like someone in,
things cornered.
or maybe a potential victim for Krogar's ruthless
In the
ways.
grass.
Want to check it out and
You
see
can
who
kill
it
it,
is?
can't you? Like you
Could
killed
be
the
an
others?
opportunity to manipulate.
It's Hysterian, and he's saying there it is in the grass. You can kill it, can't you? Like you killed the others. And then there's three options: one, easily stand back; or two, kill it yourself. You look capable enough; or three, leave. What are we choosing?
Let's go with kill it yourself. You look capable enough. This keeps Krogar's cold and ruthless demeanor intact while testing a
I was
star.
hoping for a kind soul.
If he's
Oh,
weak,
not
you'll
to worry.
retreat. If he's dangerous, you'll know right away. Plus, it establishes dominance. Krogar doesn't take orders. He gives them. What do you think? Ready to see how Astarion reacts?
Astarion says, I was hoping for a kind soul, well, not to worry. And then he takes a knife and he's trying to actually cut my throat. But I grabbed his hand and I'm holding him down. We're both on the ground. And now it's giving me 3 options. 1, dexterity, quick roll away. 2, strength, push yourself to your feet. Or 3, do nothing.
Krogar isn't the type to just roll away or do nothing. He dominates. Go with strength. Push yourself to your feet. This keeps him in control of the situation, showing Astarion that he messed. It also asserts Krogar's power early on, making it clear. Let's see how Astarion reacts.
I saw you on the ship, strutting about whilst I was trapped in that pod. What did you and those tentacled freaks do to me?
No worries, take a deep breath. Krogar is in control. Did the strength check succeed, or is Astarion still giving you trouble?
It succeeded. Astarion's now saying, what did you and those tentacles freaks do to me? So he's accusing me of doing stuff to him. He's giving me 3 options here. You have it backwards. They snatch me up. 2, put a knife away. Maybe we could talk. 3, I haven't done anything to you yet.
Let's go with I haven't done anything to you. That keeps Krogar sounding dangerous and in control. It also puts Astarion on edge, making him wonder what might happen if he doesn't.
Arrogant little.
Plus, it keeps things
Your mind
open-ended.
twists.
He might second-guess
Looking out
attacking.
of unfamiliar eyes, prowling dark,
Let's see how he
busy
reacts to that.
streets. You try to hold the memory, but it fades to the worm. The light, the fear.
What was that? What's going on?
Sounds like the parasite might be messing with Krogar's mind. Is Astarion reacting to what you said yet? Or is there more happening with the memory vein? Let me know what's happening next.
Astarion said, what was that? What's going on? I have 3 options here. It's the Mind Flayer worm. It's connected us. Or 2, honestly, I have no idea. Or 3, put the knife away and I'll tell you everything. What are you choosing?
Let's go with put the knife away and I'll tell you everything.
I'm not
This
an
keeps
idiot.
Krogar in control of
It
the
has to be
situation,
those tentacled
forcing Astarion
monsters.
to lower his weapon.
Something they did.
It also sets the tone that Krogar doesn't
I
just
saw
hand
it
out
during
answers. He demands
whatever
respect.
just happened.
Let's see if Astarion
And to
succeeds,
think,
or if he needs more
I was
convincing.
ready to decorate the ground with your innards. Apologies.
It looks like Astarion apologized, and to think I was ready to decorate your ground with your innards. My apologies. And so there's 3 options here. Apology accepted. I might
Sounds
have.
like Astarion is still tense. Did he lower his knife, or is he still acting aggressive? What's happening now?
Astarion says, and to think I was ready to decorate the ground with your innards. Apologies. And now it's giving me 3 options. 1, apology accepted. I might have done the same if the roles were reversed. Or 2, glad to see we're all caught up now. 3, you better have nothing. You better have more apologies. You better have more offers than apologies. What are you picking?
Let's go with you better have more offers than apologies. This keeps Krogar in a position of power,
I'm out of
making
wine and
Astarion
flowers, so
prove
I
his
hope an
worth instead of
introduction
just
will
rushing things off
suffice.
with an apology.
My
It
name
forces
is
him to offer something
Astarion.
valuable, whether
I
it's
was in Baldur's
information,
Gate when those
loyalty,
beasts snatched
something
me.
else useful. Let's see how Astarion reacts to that demand.
Well, Shadowheart disapproved, but Astarion says, my name is Astarion. I was in Baldur's Gate when those beasts snatched me. And now there's 3 options. 1, Boulderian, introduce yourself. You're a Boulderian too. Or 2, tell him your name and your story. Or 3, just nod. What do you choose?
Let's go with just nod. Krogar isn't here to make friends. He's here to dominate.
The
A
strong
simple nod
silence,
keeps him
I-
mysterious and makes Astarion
Alright.
wonder more about him.
Please tell me you
It also
at
keeps the
least
power
know
dynamic
something
in
about
Krogar's
these
favor,
worms.
making Astarion work harder to earn his trust. Let's see how Astarion handles that response.
Astarion says, please at least let me know something about these worms. There's 3 options here. Number 1 being yes, unfortunately, they'll turn you into mind flayers. Or 2, I know we don't want them in our heads. Or 3, you know as much as I do. What are you picking?
Let's go with, you know as much as I do. This keeps Krogar from giving away too much information, while still making Astarion feel like he's not completely.
I suppose it's not exactly.
It keeps
common
Krogar's
knowledge.
dominance in the conversation, and
These
this is Astarion to stay
worms
on
are
his
already
toes.
affecting me.
Let's see how
I
he
can
reacts.
feel it. Now, what to do about it?
No worries. What happened? Did you pick a different option? Or did something unexpected happen?
It says, Astarion says, these worms were already affecting me. I could feel it. Now what do I do about it? And then there's 4 options here. 1, and what's your plan? 2, we can start by traveling together. Better odds, I'd say. 3, I need to get moving, but you can shelter at my camp. 4, do what you want. I'm leaving. What are you choosing?
Let's go with, we can start by traveling together. Better odds, I'd say. This keeps Astarion close, where Krogar can keep an eye on him.
You know,
Manipulate him.
I was ready to go this alone.
It also
But
makes
maybe
sure he
sticking
doesn't
with
get
the
another
herd
problem later.
isn't such a
Plus,
bad idea.
having more bodies in the group
And
is
you
more
seem
strategic
like a
option.
useful person to know.
Let's see if he takes the
All
offer.
right. I accept. Lead on.
Sorry, I'm having issues right now. Do not understand what you're saying.
Astarion accepts. And so now he's a part of the group, and it looks like I could level him up. So I'm going to go ahead and
Your distance, darling.
do that.
Nice. Astarion is a great addition. Sneaky, deadly, and useful for long. When leveling him up, focus on boosting his dexterity for better attacks and stealth. Also, make sure he has sneak attack and cunning action. They'll make him even deadlier. Let me know how you set him up.
I've just done that.
Now Krogar's crew is even stronger. What's the next
A long
move?
road ahead.
More exploring, looking for fights, or heading toward a specific objective?
Gonna continue exploring, looking for fights and dominance.
That thing's bound to be dangerous, even if it.
You approach
That's
the
the
dying
Krogar way.
monster.
Ruthless dominance.
This is the thing that abducted
Keep
you.
pushing forward.
You could end
If you
its
run into
life
anyone,
here and now.
We'll
if
decide whether
only
to
you
manipulate
didn't
or
feel
destroy.
compassion.
Let me know what you find.
Compassion.
All right, I just found the
Sorry,
mind.
I'm having issues right now. Could not understand what you said.
I found the mind flayer that abducted us. It's on the ground, and the narrator says compassion. However, there's 3 options: 1, give in to the emotion; 2, this isn't right, step away; or 3, no, you should be furious, shouldn't you? What options are we choosing?
Let's go with no. You should be furious, shouldn't you?
Yes,
Krogar
you
isn't about
feel
compassion.
hate.
It's about power.
And you deserve to be punished.
This
for
choice
it.
reinforces his ruthlessness.
You should be whipped, made to bow before this creature in shame.
The mind player took him.
It's possessing your mind, forcing you to love it, but then the feeling slips. The creature's mind seems to focus elsewhere.
The creature's trying to make me feel empathy for it. It's trying to mess with my brain,
Could you
but
clarify what you mean? Are you referring to Krogar's personality or something else in the game?
the mind flayer is trying to make me feel sympathy for it. However, but then the feeling slips. The creature's mind seems to be focused elsewhere. Then it gives me 2 options: 1, intelligence, concentrate on its thoughts; or 2, take advantage of the lapse and break free.
Let's go with intelligence. Concentrate on its thoughts. Krogar is ruthless, but knowledge is power. If we can learn what the Mind Flayer is thinking, it might give us useful information about our condition or its weakness. Then, once we know more, we can decide what to do. Let's dig into its mind and see what secrets it's hiding.
We couldn't do it. Failed.
You try to break through, but its mind is impenetrable.
It's impenetrable mind.
With a surge of defiance, it slaps your efforts away. The monster lies exhausted, defeated. Its eyes, wet orange pearls, radiate malice.
Let's get back in control.
It's giving me two options. Close the eyes forever or leave it to die slowly.
Let's go with close its eyes forever. Krogar isn't the type to let an enemy suffer slowly. He finishes the job and eliminates loose enemies. Plus, this is a Mind Flayer, the thing that abducted and infected him. Ending it now shows Krogar's dominance.
Death is too good for it.
Let's put this creature down.
Alright, I just put it down. I'm looting the creature. It has a void bulb and it also has a potion of speed. I'm going to pick both those up. Please do keep in mind that we have these things and to incorporate them in our strategy later on in the game.
Got it. The void bulb could be great for battlefield control, pulling enemies together for area attacks
Dead
or setting up
goblins over
sneak
there.
attacks.
Worth checking for
The
supplies,
potion of
maybe?
speed will give extra movement and actions. Perfect for Krogar when he needs to dominate a fight. I'll keep these in mind. What's next on the exploration?
I found a couple dead goblins. I found some supply packs and an axe that I picked up, and we're still exploring.
What's going on with that room? Looks unstable somehow.
Nice fight. The supply packs will help when you need to take a long rest, and the axe might come in handy. Keep looting and exploring. There's bound to be more useful stuff. Anything else catching your eye?
Yeah, so I just came across an ancient sigil circle. I'm going to go ahead and click on it and see what happens.
Approach the sigil on
And
the
it looks
stone.
like you approach a sigil on a stone, magic glitters and swirls from it erratically as if malfunctioning. It looks slightly dangerous. However, there's two options here. We could either touch the sigil or leave. What do you want to do?
Interesting. This could be a malfunctioning waypoint, or something more sinister. Since it seems unstable, we have two options. One, investigate it carefully. See if there's a way to use or control it without getting blasted by unstable magic. Two, step back and observe first. If it looks too risky, we don't want Krogar getting caught in some magical explosion. What options are available to interact? If there's an Arcana or investigation check, that could be useful. Touching it.
A hand? Anyone?
I touched the sigil and a hand popped out and it's saying, a hand anyone? And it's giving me four options. 1, who are you? 2, slap the hand. 3, strength. Grab the hand and pull out the person. Or 4, rogue, sleight of hand. With a keen but calculated twist, you attempt to sabotage the sigil. Or 5, it's far too dangerous, leave him to his fate.
Let's go with rogue, sleight of hand. With a keen but calculated twist, you attempt to sabotage the sigil. This keeps Krogar in control of the situation, using his skills to manipulate the sigil rather than blindly helping or abandoning it. Plus, if this magic is unstable, sabotaging it might give us an advantage, or at least prevent a potential trap. Let's see if Krogar can finesse his way through this.
Alright, I'm giving it a whirl. Looks like I got a success on the spin, but let's see what happens.
Let's see if Krogar's rogue skills can manipulate the sigil without getting...
Whatever you're doing is working wonders. Now, a quick little should do the trick.
Let me know how it turns out.
It actually worked. It pulled this guy out. I think a wizard.
Nice. That was a slip. Krogar showed
Hello.
off his cunning once again.
I'm Gale of Waterdeep.
Does he seem
Apologies.
useful, or is he just
Usually
another
better at
potential
this.
fool or victim in Krogar's rise to power?
His name is Gale of Waterdeep, and it's giving me three options. No need to apologize. Are you all right? Because he did apologize. Or 2, at introductions. Or 3, at not wasting the time of passing adventurers. I certainly hope so.
Let's go with, at not wasting the time of passing adventurers. I certainly hope so.
Apologies.
This keeps Krogar's
I
cold
didn't
and
exactly
dominant
memorize
personality.
my cephalopodian
He's not here
banishment
to
spells
combat.
last night.
He's here to see
Wasn't
if
the
Gale
best
is
prepared for an attack
It
by
also
Squid.
puts Gale on the
Say,
defensive,
but I know
making
you,
him prove his
don't
worth
I?
instead
In a
of
manner
suit.
of speaking. You were on the North
Let's see
Lord
how
of
he
Hell.
reacts.
Gale says, say, but I know you, don't I? In a manner of speaking, you were in the Nodeloid as well. There's 3 options here. 1, I was. How'd you get stuck in the stone? Or 3, you don't trust this man, draw your weapon.
Let's go with, never mind that. How'd you get stuck in the stone? This Plus, it gives us more insight into whether he's useful or just dead weight. Let's see what his story is.
I don't know what transpired exactly, but the ship broke into pieces and I suddenly found myself in freefall. As I was plummeting to certain death, I spied a glimmer quite near where I estimated my body to impact with less than savory propulsion. Recognizing this glimmer to be magical in nature, I reached out to it with a weaving of words and found myself on the other side, as it were. How about you? How did you survive the fall?
He said he survived the fall and then somehow ended up in the stone. And now he's asking, how did
Good
I
question. Making him explain how he actually survived will tell us if he's someone truly powerful or just lucky. If Gale is as skilled as he claims, he might be a useful asset or a potential threat. How did he respond? Did he give a straight answer, or is he dodging the question?
He gave a straight answer, but now he's asking, how about you? How did you survive the fall? It gives me 3 options here to pick from. 1, to be honest, I haven't had a clue. 2, I took control over the ship, landed it safely to save the day. Or 3, I survived. That's all that matters. What are we picking?
Let's go with, I survived. That's all that matters. It keeps Krogar mysterious and doesn't give Gale too much information. It also reinforces that Krogar is focused on results, not explanations. Survival is what matters, nothing more, nothing less. Let's see how Gale reacts to that.
He said back on the ship you two were on the receiving end of a rather unwelcoming insertion of the ocular region. Were you not? And it gives me 3 options to choose from. 1, go on. 2, couldn't have phrased it more repentantly myself. Or 3, that's hardly any of your business. What are we picking?
Let's go with, that's hardly any of your business. This keeps Krogar guarded and in control of the conversation. Gale doesn't need to know everything, especially about something as dangerous as the parasite. Keeping him at arm's length forces him to earn Krogar's trust, if that's even possible. Let's see how he reacts to that pushback.
It's a process known as ceramorphosis, and let me assure you, it is to be avoided. You don't happen to be a cleric by any chance, do you? A doctor?
Interesting. So Gale knows about the parasite and its dangers. That could make him useful, or it could mean he has his own
You seem to
agenda.
know enough about our
Does he
conditions
offer
to
any
realize that
solutions,
beyond
or is he just
mercenary
warning you?
skills.
What options do you have to
No
respond?
doubt, but I find myself hoping to be in the presence of the few. You don't happen to be one of them.
Most doubt, no doubt, but I find
Sounds like Gale is trying to butter Krogar up. Maybe he sees potential in working together. What options do you have to respond? We can decide if Krogar plays along, keeps his distance, or asserts dominance.
Gale said, but I find myself hoping to be in the presence of the few. You don't happen to be one of them. And then there's 3 options to choose from. 1, I was going to ask you the same question. 2, can't say that I am. 3, rogue. I'm no stranger to high stakes extractions, but these tadpoles are beyond even my light fingers. I can't cure us.
Let's go with the rogue option. I'm no stranger to high-stakes extractions, but these tadpoles are beyond even my light
We're
fingers.
most certainly going to need a
I
healer,
can't cure
and
us.
soon, too.
This keeps Krogar's rogue persona strong, while also making it clear that even with all his skills, this parasite is something different. It lets Gale know that Krogar isn't naive, but also isn't about to pretend he has all the answers. Let's see how Gale reacts to that.
Most excellent. A parasite shared is a parasite halved. Or something to that effect. Oh, it was an act of force.
All right, so Gale joined the
It
group.
sounds like Gale is digging deeper into the parasite situation. Is he offering insight, or is he trying to gauge how much you know? What's he saying now?
He joined the group, and I get to level him up now. How do we level him up for Wizard level 2? Do we keep him this way, or do we add a class to spice things up?
For Gale, keeping him as a wizard is a solid choice, since he'll gain access to more powerful spells quickly. However, if you want to spice things up, you could multi-class him into Sorcerer for meta-magic flexibility, or Cleric for some utility healing. If staying wizard, pick more damage spells like Magic Missile, Scorching Ray, or Shield for better survivability. Prepare a mix of control and damage, something like Mage Armor for defense, and Thunderwave for crowd control. If multi-classing, Sorcerer, Draconic Bloodline will give extra survivability and meta-magic options later. Cleric, Light Domain will give some healing while still having fire-based attacks. What's the move? Stay pure wizard or shake it up?
I want you to choose whatever that's going to benefit Krogar the most.
Got it. To benefit Krogar Bloodfist the most, we should keep Gale as a pure wizard and focus on damage and battlefield control. This way, Krogar gets a powerful magic user in his arsenal without sacrificing spell progression. Leveling up Gale, wizard level 2. 1 Arcane Recovery. This ability lets Gale regain a spell slot after a short rest, meaning more spells without needing a long rest. 2 Spell Choices. Magic Missile. Always hits, great for finishing off weak enemies. Scorching Ray, more firepower, perfect for Krogar's chaos. Mage Armor boosts AC, making him less squishy. Thunderwave knocks enemies away if things get too close. This setup makes Gale a long-range damage dealer who can handle multiple enemies and keep Krogar's enemies away. Lock it in, and let me know when we're moving forward.
What's going to be the best subclass for Gale? Evocation, Necromancy, Conjuration, Enchantment, Divination. You pick. Illusion. You let me know. Transmutation. Let me know.
For Gale, the best subclass to benefit Krogar Bloodfist's ruthless dominant playstyle would be Evocation or Necromancy. Here's why. Best subclass choices for Gale. 1. Evocation School. Best for direct damage and AoE control. Makes area of effect spells like Fireball or Thunderwave avoid hitting allies, so Krogar can fight aggressively without worrying about Gale frying him. Maximizes raw damage output, turning Gale into a magical artillery cannon. Perfect for burning down enemies fast, which benefits Krogar's kill-first strategy. 2. Necromancy School, best for sustained power and manipulation. Killing enemies restores Gale's health, keeping him alive longer. Eventually allows him to raise undead minions, which could fit Krogar's evil dominating nature. Great for a long-term dark magic approach, but requires more setup than evocation. Final choice, go with Evocation School. It gives Gale maximum destructive power without friendly fire, making him the best combat asset for Krogar's ruthless strategy. Lock it in, and let me know when we're moving forward.
So you're picking evocation instead of necromancy? That's going to be the best route?
Yes, evocation is the best route for Gale to benefit Krogar the most. Here's why. Max damage output. Evocation wizards deal massive AoE damage, Fireball, Thunderwave without hitting allies. Synergy with Krogar's playstyle. Krogar is aggressive, and having a high damage caster that doesn't hurt him lets you fight more freely. Immediate power boost. Unlike necromancy, which requires setup, evocation gives instant battlefield control and destruction. If you want pure, efficient combat power, evocation is the way to go. Lock it in, and let's get back to dominating the world.
Alright, and then the two spells that we're picking, remember you said Magic Missile, and what was the other one?
For the second spell, I recommend Scorching Ray. Final spell choices for Gale. 1. Magic Missile. Always hits, great for finishing off enemies or targeting multiple foes. 2. Scorching Ray. Fires multiple beams of fire. Perfect for high single target damage or spreading damage across multiple enemies. This setup maximizes Gale's damage output while giving Krogar a powerful ranged ally who can take down threats efficiently. Lock it in, and let me know when we're moving forward.
Scorching Ray isn't there. All I have available is Burning Hands, Charm, Chromatic Orb, Color Spray, Disguise Self, Expeditious Retreat, Long Strider, and so forth.
Sorry, I'm having issues right now. Could not understand what you said.
That Ray spell, I don't have it, so you got to pick a different spell. I'm only a level 2 wizard.
Got it. Since Scorching Ray isn't available yet at level 2, let's go with Thunderwave instead. Final spell choices for Gale. 1. Magic Missile. Always hits, great for finishing off enemies or targeting multiple foes. 2. Thunderwave. A strong AoE spell that knocks enemies back, perfect for battlefield control if they get too close. This setup gives Gale a mix of precision damage, magic missile, and area control, Thunderwave, making him versatile and effective in fights. Lock it in, and let's keep moving.
Alright, Thunderwave isn't available. Do you even know his spells at level 1? So he has Burning Hands, False Life, Magic Missile, Protection from Evil and Good, Featherfall, Chromatic Orb, Charm Person, Find Familiar, Ray of Sickness, Shield, Tasha's Hideous Laughter, Enhanced Sleep, Long Strider, Expeditious Retreat, Disguise Self, or Color Spray. You can only choose between those at this moment.
Got it. Since Thunderwave isn't available, here's the best choice for Gale at level 2. Final spell choices for Gale. 1. Magic Missile. Always hits, perfect for finishing off enemies or hitting multiple foes. 2. Chromatic Orb. Versatile elemental damage, fire, cold, lightning, etc., making it adaptable in different fights. Why Chromatic Orb? It gives Gale more elemental flexibility, letting him pick the best damage type for different enemies. It's high single target damage, which complements Magic Missile's multi-target potential. It keeps Gale's Evocation School focus strong, setting him up for bigger spells later. Lock in Magic Missile plus Chromatic Orb, and we'll move forward with maximum power.
Alright, and now we're at the prepared spells. It looks like Grease and Thunderwave, Sleep, Witch Bolt, and Mage Armor are selected. Is there anything else that we want to switch these out with?
To best support Krogar's ruthless strategy. Here's what I recommend. Keep these spells prepared. Mage Armor, essential to boost Gale's defense since he has no armor. Thunderwave, great for AoE control and knocking enemies away if they get too close. Magic Missile, reliable, guaranteed damage that never misses. Chromatic Orb, high single target elemental damage, adaptable to different enemies. Swap these out. Grease, it can be fun, but it's situational. Let's replace it. Witch Bolt, it requires concentration and isn't as effective long term. Replace with these spells. Shield, instant 5 AC when attacked, keeping Gale alive in a pinch. Sleep, great for crowd control, taking enemies out of combat without using resources. Ash, final prepared spell list. Mage Armor, defense. Magic Missile, reliable damage. Chromatic Orb, strong, flexible damage. Thunderwave, AoE knockback. Shield, defensive reaction. Sleep, crowd control. This setup makes Gale a deadly mix of damage, control, and survivability, supporting Krogar's brutal playstyle while staying safe. Lock it in, and let's get back to dominating.
Wait, so I have Chromatic Orb, I've got Magic Missile, I've got Thunderwave, I've got Mage Armor, and what was the last one?
The last two should be Shield and Sleep. Final prepared spell list for Gale. 1. Mage Armor. Boosts AC since Gale doesn't wear armor. 2. Magic Missile. Guaranteed damage. Great for finishing off enemies. 3. Chromatic Orb. High single target damage with elemental flexibility. 4. Thunderwave. AoE knockback for battlefield control. 5. Shield. Instant +5 AC reaction, keeping Gale alive. 6. Sleep. Great for crowd control, taking enemies out of combat easily. This setup gives Gale a balance of offense, defense, and control, making him the perfect magic artillery for Krogar's squad. Lock it in, and let's get back to taking over the world.
And who should I step forward with and walk around with? Should I go back to my main character, Krogar, to walk around with, or who should I be walking around with right now?
Stick with Krogar as your main character for exploring. Here's why. Krogar is a rogue, meaning he can spot traps, lockpick, and sneak around, making exploration much safer. He's your leader, so having him in front keeps the group's image strong, ruthless, dominant, and strategic. If combat starts, he can get into position first for a sneak attack or take advantage of high ground. How to use the party. Krogar frontline explorer. Sneak, spot traps, and engage first. Shadowheart behind Krogar, ready for healing or support. Astarion support, another rogue for backup if needed. Gay back, keep him in the rear for spell support. Final answer, walk around as Krogar. Keep your rogue skills in play and maintain your dominant presence. Let's move forward and keep causing chaos.
In the future, should we subclass Krogar, or?
Yes. Subclassing Krogar can make him even deadlier, but we need to pick the right subclass to fit his ruthless, dominant, and slightly mischievous personality. Here are the best options for Krogar's future subclass. Option 1, Rogue, Assassin, pure power and ambushes. Increases sneak attack damage, first hits in combat do massive damage. Gives automatic advantage. Krogar will always strike first. Perfect for a cold, calculated killer, striking before enemies even react. Open quote. Best if you want Krogar to be a brutal one-hit eliminator. Close quote. Option 2. Rogue. Arcane trickster, deception and magic. Mixes rogue abilities with spellcasting, giving more illusion and trickery. Mage hand can steal items, disarm traps, or push enemies. Fits a more mischievous, manipulative, evil playstyle. Open quote. Best if you want Krogar to have sneaky, magical tricks on top of his killing power. Close quote. Option 3, multi-class, rogue fighter, durability and more attacks. Gains second wind, self-heal and action surge, extra actions per turn. Dual wielding becomes even stronger with extra attacks. Krogar would be a more resilient in-your-face killer. Open quote, best if you want Krogar to be a durable, aggressive combatant who never stops attacking. Close quote. Final recommendation. Go for assassin. This fits Krogar's personality best. Cold, brutal, efficient. No one survives a Krogar ambush. Fights will end before enemies even get a chance to react. Lock in assassin when we hit level 3, and Krogar will become an unstoppable force. What do you think?
Yeah, when we get there, we'll go ahead and do that. So remember that door that I found that I unlocked by picking it? I finally went back to it, and now I'm in here kind of dodging all the traps and everything. And yeah, that's it so far.
Nice. Since you already know the traps are there, take it slow and use Krogar's perception and rogue skills to spot them before stepping into danger. Here's the strategy. Move cautiously. Check for traps before advancing. Use the trap disarm kit if necessary. If a trap looks unavoidable, use jump or misty step, if available, to bypass it. Check for hidden loot or pathways. There might be a reward for making it through. Let me know if you need help disarming anything, or if you find something interesting inside.
I found a soul coin and a trap disarming kit. I'm going to use the trap disarming kit on, oh my god.
Nice finds. The soul coin might have a special purpose later, especially if you encounter someone who deals in souls or infernal power. The trap disarming kit will be super useful right now. Go ahead and use it to safely clear a trap and keep moving forward without damage. Let me know how it goes or if you need a backup plan.
Don't touch me. Go.
You have my attention. The path less traveled.
Guys barely made it.
Sounds like that was a close call. But hey, Krogar and the squad are still standing. That's what matters. Did you get past all the traps safely? Or was there a bit of a struggle? Sorry, I'm having issues right now. Could not understand what you said.
I'm reloading. Because once that trap goes off, you're screwed. So I'll just save it for...
Got it.
I'll save it for
Reloading
last.
is the smart move if things didn't go as planned. Now that you know where the traps are, you can take an even more careful approach this time. Let me know when you're back in and ready to strategize.
This place wasn't built for the living.
Traps. How considerate.
Be wary. This place has got a strange coin. I wonder what it's worth. Armed scribes. No sign of a struggle.
I wonder what was so subversive about their words that they commanded protection.
Alright, I'm finding some scrolls. Do I keep the scrolls or should I give the scrolls to other people in my party? Alright, I just found some scrolls. And a heavy key. Do I keep the scroll or give the scrolls to somebody else in my party to use?
Nice find.
Do I keep the scroll?
Here's the best way to handle the scrolls and key. Hash the scrolls. If the scrolls are offensive spells, like Fireball or Magic Missile, give them to Gale so he can use them more effectively. If they are utility spells, like Invisibility or Knock, keep them on Krogar so he can use them when needed. Healing or support scrolls, like Cure Wounds, give them to Shadowheart since she can make the best use of them. Heavy key. If there's a locked chest or door nearby, that key might be the way in. Check your surroundings for anything locked before wasting a lockpick. Let me know what scrolls you found and I'll tell you exactly who should carry them.
What about the scroll of protection from evil and good? Who should be carrying that?
The scroll of protection from evil and good is best given to Shadowheart. She's already a cleric, so she understands divine magic and might use it tactically. She can cast it when needed to protect the party from mind control, fiends, undead, and aberrations. If things get bad in a fight, she can use it defensively without wasting her spell slots. Final move. Give the scroll of protection from evil and good to Shadowheart so she can use it when necessary. Let me know if you find any more scrolls, and I'll help you assign them.
What's that?
All right, open up a door. Now these the undead has come to life, and
Nice. What's behind the door? More enemies, loot, or something unexpected? Let's plan the next move based on what you see.
well, the door triggered the undead to come alive. So I've got these entombed warriors that are alive. I've got one that is 10 o'clock, about 20 meters away, and then another one right behind them above the stairs. So they're all quite far away. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. And it is Asterian's turn right now. What should I do?
All right. We're dealing with 5 entombed warriors, and they're at a distance. Since it's Asterian's turn, here's what we do. Best move for Astarian. 1. Use ranged attack, short bow or crossbow. Since they're far away, a ranged attack is the best option. Target the closest enemy, 10 o'clock, 20 meters away, for a clean hit. 2. Use cunning action. Hide, if possible. If there's cover nearby, use cunning action hide after attacking. This will let Astarion set up sneak attack next turn for extra damage. 3. If they're grouped, throw a void bulb. If multiple enemies are close together, consider using the void bulb you found earlier to pull them into one spot for an AoE spell from Gale next turn. Next steps. Shadowheart should prepare protection from evil and good if these undead have mind-affecting abilities. Gale should get ready to blast them with Magic Missile or Thunder Wave once they get closer. Krogar can move into position for sneak attacks or a flanking maneuver next round. Let me know if you want to tweak the plan, but Astarion should go for a ranged attack and then hide to set up his next move.
Still on my feet.
Alright, now it's...
Sorry, I'm having issues right now.
It's
Could
Krogar.
not understand what you said.
It's Krogar's turn. What do I do with Krogar?
Alright, now that it's Krogar's turn, here's the best move. Krogar's action plan. 1. Move into a better position, if possible. Since the enemies are far away, use your movement to get closer but stay in cover if available. If you can get high ground, even better. Ranged attacks will be more effective. 2. Use ranged attack if in range. If you have a bow or throwable weapon, target the closest entombed warrior. If you're still too far, use dash to close the gap and prepare for next turn. 3. Bonus action. Hide, if possible. If there's cover nearby, use cunning action, hide, to set up a sneak attack for your next turn. This will make your next attack hit harder. Next steps. Shadowheart should stay back and prepare support or defensive spells. Gale should hold position and wait for the undead to group up for an AoE attack next turn. Astarion should keep picking off enemies with ranged attacks from a safe distance. For now, Krogar should reposition, attack from range if possible, and hide to set up a deadly sneak attack next turn. Let me know how it plays out.
It's Gale's turn.
Sorry, I'm having issues right now. Could not understand what you said.
Huh? I gotta look for it. It's Gale's turn. What do I do with Gale? And we've got an Entomb Warrior
Since
that's...
the enemies are far away, Krogar should either move closer, attack from range, or set up for next turn. Here's the move. 1. If you have a bow or throwable weapon, attack the closest enemy. 2. If you're too far, use dash to move into a better position for next turn. 3. Bonus action. Hide. If there's cover, use cunning action, hide, to set up a sneak attack for next round. This way, Krogar stays safe while preparing to strike hard next turn. Let me know if you need a different strategy.
It's Gale's turn, and one of those Entomb Warriors are pretty close. So what do we do?
Since an Entombed Warrior is close, Gale needs to either attack or reposition to stay safe. Best move for Gale. 1. Cast Magic Missile, guaranteed damage. If you want a safe, reliable attack, Magic Missile is perfect. It never misses and can hit one enemy multiple times, or spread across multiple targets. 2. Cast Chromatic Orb, more damage, but requires a hit roll. Choose fire damage. Undead are often weak to fire. If it hits, it does big single target damage. If the hit chance is low, go with Magic Missile instead. 3. Move away, if needed. If the enemy is right next to Gale, he'll take an attack of opportunity if he moves. To avoid that, cast shield reaction on their turn if they attack Gale. Final move. Magic Missile if you want guaranteed damage. Chromatic Orb fire if the hit chance is good. Stay in position unless you need to move for safety. Let me know what you choose.
Got to keep fighting.
Since it's Shadowheart's turn, we need to decide whether to attack, support, or reposition. Best move for Shadowheart. 1. Attack the closest Entombed Warrior. Use Sacred Flame, radiant damage. Undead are often weak to radiant damage. If Sacred Flame's hit chance is low, use melee attack with her mace instead. 2. Defensive options, if needed. If someone in the party is injured, cast Healing Word as a bonus action while still attacking. If the fight seems dangerous, she can cast Protection from Evil and Good on Krogar or herself to resist undead effects. 3. Positioning. If she's in a bad spot, move her slightly back to avoid getting surrounded. Stay close enough to heal allies if needed. Final move. Attack with Sacred Flame or melee if needed. Heal if someone's hurt. Stay positioned safely but close to allies. Let me know how it plays out.
Can you grab me one? Can you grab me one?
You're very welcome. Keep dominating the battlefield with Krogar and the crew. Let me know how the fight turns out.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Keep up the great work, and let me know when you're ready for the next move. Got it. If you ever want to switch things up or take a break, just let me know. I'm here whenever you're ready to jump back in.
Alright, I killed one of them.
Nice work. 1 down, 4 to go. What's the battlefield looking like now? Are the remaining undead closing in, or do you still have some space to work with? Let's plan the next move.
Move, Yoni. They're closing
Sorry, I'm
in.
having issues right now. Could not understand what you said.
I just took a potion so Gil could be back at 14 health because he was at 11. And the remaining enemies are slightly closing in, but I'm still in good position. Now it's Shadowheart's turn. Should I heal Krogar because he's at 11 health out of 17? Or what should I do?
Good call on healing Gale. Now for Shadowheart's turn, we have 2 good options. Option 1. Heal Krogar, safer play. Cast Healing Word, bonus action, to heal Krogar while still being able to attack. This keeps him in the fight without wasting a full action. Another option 2. Attack and hold healing for later. If Krogar isn't in immediate danger, use Sacred Flame on a weakened enemy. Save healing for next turn unless he takes more damage. Final recommendation. If Krogar is at risk of getting hit again soon, cast Healing Word. If the fight is under control, attack with Sacred Flame instead and heal next turn if needed. What's your gut telling you? Play it safe or stay aggressive?
I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on an enemy that's far away. And because I can't heal Krogar, I don't have enough spell slots available to do so. So I'm going to use a potion at the moment that it becomes available to use on Krogar. Mm-hmm.
Good call. Sacred Flame is a solid choice for attacking from a distance, and saving the potion for Krogar when needed keeps things efficient. Keep up the pressure on the enemies and let me know how the fight unfolds.
So, the enemy has casted Ray of Frost on every single one of my characters, and also they have silenced them.
Well, so much for peace.
You have reached the message cap for GPT-4. Please try again later.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm having issues right now. Our systems are experiencing heavy load. Please try again later.
Mistra Rill.
I'm ready.
Dad.
Hmm.
Can you turn the light?
A moment.